The year is 1789. France is on the brink of collapse. Hunger, poverty, and oppression have reached a boiling point. A powerful monarchy rules over millions of suffering people. But how did we get here? Why did the French Revolution begin? Today, we'll break down the root causes of one of history's most explosive uprisings. French society was divided into three classes called estates, but this system was far from fair. First estate, the clergy church officials. They paid little to no taxes but owned vast wealth. Second estate, the nobility, royals, lords, aristocrats. They lived in luxury, avoiding taxes while exploiting commoners. Third estate, everyone else, peasants, workers, middle-class professionals. They paid all the taxes but had nitrogen monoxide political power. Imagine working day and night to pay heavy taxes while the rich enjoy lavish feasts. The frustration was building. The French economy was a disaster. Decades of war, poor leadership, and reckless spending had drained the country. France was deep in debt from fighting costly wars, including helping the American Revolution in 1776. King Louis XVI and Queen Marie Antoinette lived extravagantly in the Palace of Versailles, ignoring the nation's suffering. Food shortages, bad harvests in the 1780s led to skyrocketing bread prices. For peasants, bread was life and they could no longer afford it. While peasants begged for food, Marie Antoinette allegedly said, "Let them eat cake." Whether she said it or not, it became the ultimate symbol of royal ignorance. A new wave of thinkers was spreading radical ideas across Europe, questioning kings and calling for democracy. Enlightenment philosophers like Voltaire, Rousseau, and Montesquieu argued for liberty, equality, and fraternity, ideas that challenged monarchy and absolute rule. Printing press explosion, pamphlets, and books spread revolutionary ideas like wildfire. People started believing in natural rights, democracy, and the idea that power should belong to the people. People were waking up. They no longer saw the king as a divine ruler. They saw him as a tyrant. In 1789, the king finally called a meeting of the Estates General, a political gathering meant to address the crisis. The Third Estate demanded reforms, but they were ignored. Frustrated, they broke away and formed the National Assembly, vowing to create a fair government. In a dramatic moment, they swore the tennis court oath, promising not to stop until France had a new constitution. This was the first real act of revolution. The people were taking power into their own hands. Then came the spark that ignited the revolution. July 14, 1789, the day the people took up arms. The Bastille, a prison symbolizing royal tyranny, was stormed by revolutionaries. They seized weapons and freed prisoners, sending a clear message: the monarchy's days were numbered. This was a turning point. The revolution had begun and there was no turning back. The revolution quickly spiraled into chaos. The king was overthrown and monarchy was abolished. The reign of terror followed. Thousands, including the king and queen, were executed by the guillotine. Napoleon Bonaparte later took control, shaping France's future. France was forever changed. The revolution inspired movements worldwide, proving that power belongs to the people. So, why did the French Revolution start? It was a perfect storm of social injustice, economic disaster, revolutionary ideas, and bad leadership. The people had had enough and they fought for change, and that's the story of how France turned the world upside down. If you found this fascinating, hit like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts below. What revolution should we cover next?